And then our last NFC division is the good old NFC North.
Trash.
We got the Green Bay Packers, who finished 13-3. We got the Minnesota Vikings, who finished 10-6. The Bears finished 8-8, and the Lions at 3-12.
I'm sorry to say about your team, bro, but like I think that they're gonna be 8-8. If you look at the trend, like they win double digits and then they win like 8 wins.
It's
I
I got a crazy little stat here though that they had a point differential of 104. They outscored their opponents by 104 points, and they still lost 6 games.
Means they were blowing some teams out when they actually won, and then they lost some close ones probably.
Yeah, they scored 407 and gave up 303. The Packers scored 376, gave up 313.
I think the Packers are going to fall back, though.
Yeah.
I don't think they were as good as 13-3.
No.
So you're probably going to see them at 10 or 11.
Well, also, they did the one thing that they haven't done for years is run the ball. And do we think that Aaron Rodgers is going to continue to go into seasons where people were talking about him being potentially washed or not the same guy? He's going to do that Drew Brees stat padding stuff. He'd be like, hey, guys, I know you're talking about Tom Brady. I know you're talking about Drew Brees, but remember me. And they're going to fall back just based on like the last several years when they've been very pass heavy. He's put up great stats, and they've been hit or miss. Like, I don't think that they're going to be 9 wins, but 13, like, I see, like, 10 to 11. Probably.
Yeah. The thing, when he plays, when the team is good, and, like, he's a front runner, right? So, everything's going well, he's going to play on schedule as a quarterback.
Right.
He's going to do what the coach is asking, right? But when he thinks something's going wrong, or he doesn't like how it's going, that's when he starts playing off schedule. That's what he did with McCarthy. But he just did it those last couple years all the time.
Right.
So he was not going through his reads, his progressions. He was trying to play schoolyard stuff instead of throwing the ball on time.
Right.
So if he continues to play like he's capable of, then they should be fine. But if him and LaFleur get into it at some point and he doesn't like that, he's not getting all the credit, then you could see them definitely taking a big step back.
Right. How you feel about your Bears, Jamar? That's like your surrogate NFL NFC team.
Just like Allen Robinson,
the Bears,
Montgomery.
Yeah.
The Bears gave up the 4th least points in the league, the whole league last year. They only gave up 298. They could only score 280.
It's still nice to watch.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
Putting in work, on these teams.
Right.
I mean, that's the only dude I really like on the Bears, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't see them doing too much.
I think they could fall off the rails for him.
You think they're going to drop off?
Well, I think Nagy's on the hot seat. Trubisky thing's going on. You might just see them come out bad. You know, they're trying to be too fancy. Come out like 1-5, clean it up. Nagy's out. Trubisky's out.
That's what I was going to say. Nick Foles by week 6.
Right.
Yeah.
It almost would be better for them. Like, I don't think that Matt Nagy has done a bad job. Like, I think that the Trubisky pick was beyond asinine, and you take your lumps for that. But, like, outside of that, they've put together a quality roster. And outside of the 9 tight ends they have on their roster that they don't even throw to. But anyway.
But they want to roll Tariq Cohen out into the slot.
Yeah. So
David Montgomery.
so most of the stuff they've done. And I think they've done all this cute stuff because they know that Trubisky's not the guy and they have to figure it out. Like, if you get Foles by week 6, does he spark a run? And now all of a sudden you're like, all right, we can do one more year of Foles, get somebody else, trade Trubisky for a 3rd or 4th round pick, and then we have a better vision moving forward. Like, I think that's within the realm of possibility. I think Trubisky is just holding them back. He needs to be somewhere else. He needs to be somewhere. He needs to have the same Jameis Winston style humbling experience. Maybe not humbling, because I don't think that he thinks that highly of himself or whatever. But he needs to go somewhere and like sit down, learn, refine his
fresh start.
Yeah,
he just needs a fresh start.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I see them, and the Lions just duking it out at the bottom, and I agreed that I think the Packers and the Vikings are going to be fighting for that, like just above 500. Like
First to 10 wins is in the playoffs
Right.
from that division.
Right.
You actually could see both of them though.
you could.
The
With,
NFC is not all that solid.
I mean, it's 7 teams per NFC, AFC, so it's you got almost 2 per division that are going to make it, which is interesting.
Does anybody else think that like they shouldn't have done one additional? That they should have just did 2 regardless? Like obviously that balance, it doesn't balance that way. Like,
Yeah, I
it,
just
like,
don't
it
think
leaves
it
it
would-
off. But like,
It makes more sense in the long run, but I don't think it would end up. Because then all of a sudden, whoever, if you're like the 8th best NFC team,
Everybody makes it.
You gotta
playoffs.
play in the
you,
AFC.
you go to the AFC, but
yeah,
and then I don't think
You
it'll work.
got 50% of the league making the
Yeah.
team if
Yeah.
you're making the playoffs if you go that far. But
Yeah.
and it, I don't know. I kind of like the incentive to being the best in the NFC. Only one team gets the bye. Like there's some perks and interesting things to it.
yeah.